What's going on? My name's Andrew Wilkes. If you don't know me, you should. No, I'm kidding. That's an ego thing. But if you don't know me, my name's Andrew Wilkes. I am a six-figure entrepreneur at the age of 22 years old, and I am working on becoming a millionaire, like we all are, right? But yeah, we're pushing for, six-figure months, and we're rocking and rolling, and we're trying our best. So we're doing our thing. But in this video, I just kind of want to talk to the younger entrepreneurs and the people starting, because I think a lot of people look at entrepreneurship and they see the success and they think, wow, I want that. And then they focus so hard on the actual business, right? And what goes wrong when you focus on the actual business is you forget that business is 80% business. It's 80% the actual business. And then the other 20%, sorry, I have that backwards. Fuck. What people forget is business is 20% the business and 80% the mindset. It's 80% of the mindset. And people kind of stumble into this forgetful pattern of trying to build this big business without a strong foundation in here, right? And I kind of want to show you guys what I saw as a representation. It's a few different diagrams that I kind of pulled up for you guys, and it's a great definition of what exactly business is. Okay, so in this diagram, what do you see? Right? You see its success. You see its success at the top, right? Like most people do. You see the successes, you see the wins, you see all the cars, you see all the watches, you see a successful entrepreneur, you see this man that you aspire to be, right? And that's what you guys see when you guys look at these millionaires, or you see these people online, or even if you look at me and you see my account and you see my Instagram and my YouTube and all this stuff, you're like, wow, this guy's living his life. He's traveling. He has all these cars. He has a successful business. Wow. But that's what you guys see. That's what you guys see. And that's going to kind of affect you guys in the long run, because it's really cool. Like, it really is. It's very, very, very cool for you guys to see that. But I want you guys to get a more in-depth look at what it really means. What success really means. What you don't see is you don't see that you take risks, right? The amount that I've had to risk and sacrifice, right? Risk. Let me get my little handy-dandy pen here. There. So you guys don't get to see the risk. Let me delete that. That looks like shit. There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. So you guys don't get to see the risks involved in starting a business, right? The sacrifices, right? The amount of time that I've spent, being the outcast, the amount of time I've spent not having time out with my friends, or even getting to really live my life. But now I do, right? Now I do, because I've put in the work and the effort to really get to where I am now, so I can live the life I wanted to, rather than living a life I've never wanted to, It's like, now, because I didn't get to live my life, right? I was able to sacrifice living my life to actually live the life that I'm living now, which is the life I've always wanted to live, rather than, living some bullshit mediocre life that I never wanted to live, right? So I had to sacrifice a lot of things, like times with my friends and family, and going out and seeing girls, and, living my life, and now I have a beautiful girlfriend. I'm very happy. But you guys don't get to see the failures, right? And when you fail, the risk and the sacrifices, you're going to fail, and you're going to be like, damn, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Right? And one day, I was actually, like a few years ago, a year and a half ago, I was working a construction job. I was waking up at like 5, I had to work at like 5 a.m. At 5 a.m. I had to work construction. That means I was waking up at 3 a.m. I was waking up at 3 a.m. to go work my construction job. Right? It's 3 a.m. I was waking up, editing all my videos, doing all of my work. I was getting everything done that I need to get done. 5 a.m. I was leaving to go to my boss's house to carpool. I was on site, right? I was getting on the site at like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. every day, getting on site. And I wasn't off until about, damn, that's a bad drawing. I wasn't off until about 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. p.m. Boom. Bad drawings, right? 9 p.m. 9 p.m. I'd go to the gym. 10. It's going 10 a.m. Fuck, I did it again. It's going to the gym 10 p.m. Right? From 10 p.m. to about 11, it's going, hitting my lift, recording all my content. And I go to bed at I was in bed probably around 11:30, 1 a.m. after I got back to clients and stuff like that. And then I'd wake up 3 a.m. and do it again and edit my videos. I was doing that, and then on my weekends, I was basically doing the exact same schedule, but I was doing 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on my weekends. What was I doing? What was I doing on my weekends when I didn't have to work? When all these times on weekends I didn't have to work. Was I seeing friends? Was I seeing family? Was I doing all the fun shit? No. I was on the exact same schedule, but just on overdrive. I was getting prepared for the week. I was getting all my stuff ready for the week so I didn't have to, be behind. I got everything done, right? And that brings me to this, right? The discipline. That's the discipline you guys don't get to see, and that's why so many guys don't get to succeed, is because they see that as hard work, but in reality, it's the actions that create change. I had to change who I was because I was a failure for so many years. I had to actually become the person who was willing to do the sacrifices. I was willing to become that person and sacrifice all that time and change and build the discipline that it took. Because so many guys see it as hard work, but in reality, yeah, it's hard work, but it's what I want to do. It's a pleasure. It's a privilege to work hard for something that's going to set you up for the rest of your life. Because now, all that hard work, all the risks, all the failures, all the discipline, all the changes, all the actions, all the sacrifice, all the doubt, it took courage. It took courage, and it took the good habits and consistently doing it every single day to get to where I was, right? All that hard work and all that stress and all that sacrifice, it's a privilege, because I'd rather be doing this, all this, every single day of my life. I would do this again. I would do all of this, all of that. I'd do that all again to be able to be where I am, because there's a privilege in working your ass off to get to where you want to be. And so many guys are like, oh, it's hard work. Oh, it's all these sacrifices. I didn't really see it as a sacrifice, right? I didn't see it as a risk. I saw a sacrifice and risk. I saw sacrificing my whole life working for someone else. And I saw the risk of working for someone else and living as the risk to work for somebody else for the rest of my life. That wasn't what I wanted. That was a risk. I'd rather be homeless than work for someone else. And I took that drive of okay, I'm either going to win or die trying, get rich or die trying, right? To be successful, right? And that's the thing. So many guys work off of this right here, right? They work off of this. Let's get rid of this. That's for the later part of the video. They work off of this right here. So many guys are working off of their motivation, right? So many guys work off of motivation, and motivation does this. It goes up and down and up and down, and you're not going to go anywhere because you're making these big strides trying to, accomplish, boom, fall off. Go after it, fall off. Go after it, fall off. Go after it, fall off, because it's like punching a car. It's like you can't consistently redline the car. It's going to blow up. But if you want to go far, right? If you're redlining a car the whole time, sure, you're gonna do this. You're gonna go boom. You're gonna go like that really fast. But then right around here, you're gonna fucking bust. You're gonna break down, and your end destination is right here. But you broke down here because you went so hard, so fast that you lost it, and you did it again, and then you'll try again. And each time, it's you can't get past there. Why? Because you're constantly just doing this. You're attacking, falling off. Attacking, falling off, dipping below anything. And then you only get to here with motivation when your goal is right here, right? But with discipline, it's different. Discipline, you're keeping your foot at a good pace, right? You're going and staying consistent, doing the same things consistently, and then you finally get to where you want to be. because you stayed consistent. Rather than just flatlining yourself, going all in at one time and burning out, you stayed consistent with what? You stayed consistent with your good habits. Staying consistent with your good habits skyrockets you to success. Skyrockets you to success. Right? And it's in the same time. If you have good habits, it takes the same time to get successful with good habits as it takes to fail with bad habits. If your habits are bad, if your daily discipline is bad, if your daily routine is bad, if your workflow is bad, you're going to fail. But if you just stay consistent with the good habits, and instead of going with motivation with the good habits and only doing good habits when you're motivated, you're going to fall off. Rather than if you're staying disciplined with the good habits, what happens? You become successful. You see the success. And I'm going to actually turn this part into a short form video for you. The best piece of advice I've ever gotten was from a multi-millionaire, somebody that I met years and years and years ago. Stop thinking about what you want to do, because you'll never know. Think about what you want to live, how you want to live. And then do what you're passionate about and find what you want to do that's going to get you to where you want to be and how you want to live. It's never about what you want to do, it's about how you want to live. What is going to get you the outcome of the life that you want to live? And that's what you follow, that's what you chase. Right? For me, what lifestyle did I want to live? I wanted the cars. I wanted the cars. I wanted the watches, right? I wanted the watches. I wanted the cars. I wanted the houses. I wanted a happy wife that I could travel with. I wanted my kids to not worry about money the way that I did when I was younger. And having that as what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with my life, how I wanted to live, knowing that, I knew it wasn't coming from working for someone else. The time, the location, freedom, traveling to Bali and Miami and booking flights wherever I want, whenever I want. I knew that wasn't coming from working for someone else. I knew that was only going to come from chasing what I wanted to chase. And so many of you are on this path of, what do I want to do? Stop. How do you want to live? Find the thing that's going to help you live the way you want to live. And stay with that one thing. Because I say this quote every day, especially to the guys that are on my program, the guys that I mentor in business. Find what you're bad at and practice that. Find one thing. One thing can change your life. For me, it was sales. And get really good at that one thing. Get really good at that one thing. Because it's a Bruce Lee quote. I fear a man who practiced one kick 1,000 times way more than a man who's practiced 1,000 kicks one time. If you're constantly switching up what you're doing, practicing 1,000 different things, going into 1,000 different businesses, putting 1% into 1,000 different boats, all boats are going to sink. But if you put your 100% into one boat, that boat's going to sail, right? And the thing is, so many guys will go after a business for a few days, few months, a few weeks. Fuck, even some of you, a few hours. How many times have you opened up YouTube and searched ways to make money? Tried one thing, a few hours, and going, I can't get past this. Find something you love to do, and if you never quit, you'll succeed. You'll succeed if you never quit. Or you'll die, and I'd rather die trying to win than die knowing I never tried, and I was comfortable, but I never lived the life I wanted to live. Fuck that. How do you want to live? And do what it takes to live that life. Stop thinking about what you want to do. Find one thing that's going to provide you the life that you want to do, the life you want to live, and get really good at it. Chase that. Go after that. From there, Stay consistent with it. Don't give up. Don't give up just because it's not happening right away. You're going to fail. It's okay to fail. It's good to fail. You learn way more about yourself when you're failing than when you're winning. I say this all the time. I'd rather help a broke guy get rich than a guy who's already well off get rich, because he's hungry. He knows what it feels like to be like a loser. He knows what it feels like to not enjoy life. He knows what it feels like to struggle. You know? And rather than someone who's always had it easy, if you've had it hard your whole life, if you've been kicked around and everything's gone to shit your entire life, then dude, that's a blessing, not a curse. Nobody wants to watch a movie where everything goes well for the main character. You know, the story's not cool about a trust fund baby who was born on a yacht and died in a bigger yacht. But a guy who grew up like me and you, from nothing, and became everything he said he'd become, now that's a story. That's a story, right? So use this as your moment to make change and chase it. Really go after it. Whatever you want to do in life, go after it. Put your all into it, dude. Go all fucking in. Go all in. Don't half-ass it anymore. Go all in. Use this as that moment. Use this as that turning point. Go all into something. Stop doubting yourself. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? If you knew you were guaranteed to succeed in a year from now, you would work your ass off, even when it sucked, even when it was hard, when things fail. If you knew you were guaranteed to succeed a year from now, you would do everything. You would enjoy the failures. And you have to work like that. You have to work like that. You have to work like you are guaranteed to succeed a year from now. 6 months from now, you're a millionaire. Right now, you're broke. But 6 months from now, you're a millionaire. Guaranteed. You're still going to work. As long as you work. As long as you put the work in. As long as you do everything you're supposed to do, you are guaranteed a millionaire in 6 months to a year. You're going to work your ass off, right? So why aren't you working like that now? Why? Because it's not guaranteed? Nothing's guaranteed. Death and taxes, baby. I guarantee you, if you go all in and never quit, and keep growing and keep working on yourself and keep working on your business and keep striving for more and get close to God and work your fucking ass off, I guarantee you will be better every single day, and being better every single day leads to the success that you are looking for. I believe in you, bro. God believes in you. But do you believe in you? Truly. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you really believe in yourself? Right? You can say you do, right? You can say you want all these things, but do you believe you can really have them? You need to believe that you can really have it, that you already do, it's just coming. Give yourself a deadline to be successful. Make a goal, set a deadline. And guess what? Work your ass off towards that goal. If it doesn't happen, you just got the date wrong, but it's coming. With that being said, my name's Andrew Wilkes. I'm the fucking best. And you're the best. And God loves you. I love you. Peace.